We've seen banks change over 50 years. Most of the time, it has not been for the better. As big has bought small, and small have lost their identity, and the big have just forgotten the small guy. And y'all have not forgotten the small guy. I'm Dale Hill and my wife, Carolyn.
My name's Alan Hill. I'm one of the owners here at Selwood Farm, and really we're a hospitality business. So we just happen to use hunting and shooting as the two main avenues that we utilize our space here.
James Mallory settled this land in 1834, the original landowner, and it stayed in his family through several generations until Mother and Daddy bought it in 1948. Two families have owned this land since the Indians left in 1834. And James Mallory and his wife are buried right back down here at the foot of the mountain. One interesting thing about Selwood of the land, but we always wondered where the name Selwood came from, because it was not a family name for him, and we always guessed or surmised that it was a name that he brought with him from England. And a number of years ago, a friend of mine who was a forester ran across the name Selwood in some forestry journals and so forth, and it dates back to the 1600 England with the root and meaning of the word King's Hunt Land. So now you have the appropriate name of Selwood with the use of the land that we have here. We had been in agricultural side of it, cattle, and primarily in the late 70s and early 80s. And we bought high and sold low for about 3 years in there. And the bankers were not happy, and we had to do some things differently to utilize the land and begin to toy with the idea of going into the hunting preserve business. And at that time, there were 3 others, I think, in the state of Alabama. This is in the early 80s, and we became the 4th one. And so it was sort of a new concept. It was out of necessity. We had the land, how do you make it pay? And that looked like the best of the options that we had. And so that led to the Sporting Clay, which is a shotgun facility. And so we started the first sporting clay range in Alabama, and we'll have 10, 12,000 visitors a year coming through here with the shotgun sports. The shotgun sports seem to have a pretty bright future out there. You're seeing high schools and colleges with shooting teams. Farm Credit, Alabama Farm Credit, have been great allies and easy to work with. We could not have asked for a better relationship than we've had with Alabama Farm Credit.